buying in bulk gets you a big discount with Hinata.
Fantasy Costco, where all your dreams come true. Got a deal for you.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I am playing a brand new commander from Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. I'm talking about Hinata the Dawn Crowned. I'm using the alternate art here because I think it's really, really cute. Hinata is a Kirin spirit with Flying and Trample, who most importantly discounts your spells which target for each target. Also increases your opponent's spell cost. If your opponent and you have a Hinata each out, it's like there's no Hinatas at all. So what works awesome with this commander? Well, you can cast Magma Opus for 2 mana because you can have 6 different targets. Same thing with Sublime Epiphany. You have some cards which just really, really do nicely with Hinata because of this targeting discount. And because Hinata is in Jeskai colors, that's, you know, red, blue, white, you have access to tons of great spells. The way I built this deck is as a mostly Izzet spells deck with an itty bitty bit of white. I added in 1 board wipe, Farewell, also a new card, because it's really good. Lots of things that have X in their spells that target multiple things like Meteor Swarm, Jaya's Immolating Inferno, things that have multiple targets just innately built into them, like Temporal Sundering and many of the different commands. This is a fun deck that's discounting your spells to go for some interesting game lines, also using some counter spells to protect Hinata, because Hinata itself is a 4/4 flying trampler. This thing does damage in the air. So I'm going to head into the queue and we're going to play some Brawl. Looks like my first opponent is Klothys. So let's see, what do I have? I have Ramp and Crime. I like these things together. So Klothys is going to be preying on my graveyard. Good thing for them to be doing. And I'm going to want to name blue here because I'm going to want as much blue mana as possible for that mass manipulation. I'm going to throw that land away. I could probably use some spells, probably. Hinata will make mass manipulation cheaper, better, more friendly and fun for me, and only me. Goblin Electromancer also going to be doing some deep discounting. Oh, okay. Well, there's a lightning bolt. Never mind. Bye! Okay, but bye, Mr. Goblin. I miss him already. Behold, the Arcane Signet. More blue, because we want that mass manipulation. Ornithopter of Paradise. I am now set up to steal a creature or planeswalker next turn. That's not a creature or planeswalker! That's just a god! Ugh! Some people and their gods always hanging out here. Wait a minute, I didn't need to shock that in. I don't know why I shocked that in. You know what? We're pretending we have a counterspell. Yep, 2 life to do a bluff. I have Otawara in my hand, which is a bounce spell. It can only hit artifacts, creatures, enchantments, and planeswalkers, which is most things, honestly. I can't hit spells. I can hit most non-land permanents, though, so let's see. I could bounce Klothys. I could steal Magda. I want to do crime? Do I want to do crime? Like a little, but I want to do more crime. I want to do the most crime possible. So I'm going to chill here, and we can use the commit to protect ourselves. Magda's going to make some treasure. Lovely. Ooh, a goblin. Hey, you killed my goblin that's like his cousin. Bro, not cool. Thundering Rebuke. I can just put that back into the deck. I could just save the Hinata. I'll just go ahead and boop that back into your library. And I still have a bounce here. So, yeah, I'm actually going to bounce Klothys because I can't steal her yet. Ooh, a counterspell. Counterspells are fun. Counterspells are mean. Memory is also mean. Do I want to steal? Yeah, of course I want to steal. Okay, 1, 2. Give me you! Now I have a Magda and a Goblin. This is my goblin. I have some red spells. At least, you know, Arena's gonna do the math for me on what the hell my spells are gonna cost. Because I don't know. And I don't feel like counting. Ooh, Townraiser Tyrant has lit my Inspiring Vantage on fire. Oh no, my Hallowed Fountain. Decline, I'll take the 2. Ooh, Chandra! Love it! Here she comes. She costs 1 less because of the goblin. And I'll foretell this. It will cost 1 blue mana. And I'm gonna swing in with all these homies. There are plenty of things in the graveyard for them to recur. Yep, like that. A Thundering Rebuke could kill one of these, my commander. Chandra. Okay, do I care? I care enough. I know I have enough mana to replay them, but still. Yeah, I'll sacrifice that. I don't want to take 2 more damage a turn. I'm already taking 2 damage a turn from you, ma'am. I'm going to go ahead and exile the top card of my library. Let's see what it is. It's dirt. Okay, great. Can't use that. Ornithopter of Paradise, you are not allowed to attack him. I know! You want to do violence. Honey, me too. Me too. I take another 2. Oh no! They make mana because that was a land. I do have a dragon in my deck that Magda could cheat out. I have Niv Mizzet, I believe. But it doesn't really matter, because we've won. GG, Clothis. Apparently I'm just destined to play against Gruul decks, because this is Helana and Elena. Partners! I'm recording this on Valentine's Day, and I actually think it's very cute. They put Helana and Elena styles in the store. So you too can find your true love in the woods of Innistrad. This seems like an awful place to find love. I'll just play the command tower. I can counter some things with this. I can counter their commander, which is actually pretty important. They won't be able to play their commander this next turn, though. So I either want to play out the Celestis or Rowan. Let's go with the Celestis. Cultivate, they're ramping. I'm going to keep playing these lands because... Actually, I want to use... that to leave my command tower up because it's harder to target than this. And this lets me hold up the tail's end. Remember, Tail's End only costs 1 because it does target. Okay. That's a really good card. I actually made a spreadsheet to figure out the math for Crackle with power, and that's kind of embarrassing for me to admit. Let's take an extra turn. Let's take an extra turn and have some fun. You know, I should have played Rowan first. I realized after that I would have been able to play both. The math! There is too much of it for this deck. The more things that I can hit with cards like Crackle with Power, the better they get. So sometimes it might be better for you to, like, hit your own Hinata. Great, awesome. Lorehold Command targets 2 things as long as you're using this Lightning Helix. So that's playable. Hello, Augur of Autumn. How are you doing? Any lands on top of your library? No? Okay, excellent. So I'm going to deal 3, 3, and make a spirit. So let's go ahead and blast you, target myself. Look at that. Still got Celestis mana up here. Thanks, Rowan. Giving me the double discounts.
I've learned lots of techniques from artists.
Now, if I reference this spreadsheet I made about the Crackle, to deal 10 damage with 2 targets, it costs 6 mana. 5 because of Rowan. Great news, we have lethal, also off Bane Fire. Bad news, my opponent conceded before I could do the math to figure out that I had lethal. I'm drinking my coffee and getting ready to go up against another Azusa. I just played against one. Okay, I'm happy to have another match against the Green Land Layer. What's up, Azusa? You're cool. I like how you make a lot of lands happen. Because this is such a new commander, it's very likely that I'm not being matched correctly for how powerful Hinata is. Hinata, like a lot of the kind of Jeskai control commanders, is just able to play extremely good spells in combination with each other, which means that they should probably be matching up against like the tier 2 solidly powerful decks. I'm gonna go ahead and lay out this Goblin Electromancer. My sweet, sweet goblin. Ooh, more lands. Behold, for I too have some lands. I'm going to attack in with my Goblin Electromancer, and if Azusa lands, and she almost definitely will, I can kill her, but not before they land some lands, which means that they'll be able to replay her very easily. I'm still going to be aiming for her. There goes Azusa back into the command zone. Nothing too impressive here. I'm going to play the Skyclave Relic and Hall of Storm Giants. Swing in for another 2 damage. Ghost Quarter. Oh no! A monkey! So Monkey is able to destroy most artifacts and enchantments, but not this one, because this one happens to be indestructible. Crackle, I'm not actually able to take out Kogla this turn. I could only deal 5 damage, and because I don't have a legendary sorcery out, that's not doing anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and play this out, say red, and hope. By the way, this only costs 4 mana with Hinata out. It's awesome. Azusa is a human, which means that Kogla could return her to hand. Indestructible, doesn't do anything. Now, I reference my chart. How much mana do I need to deal 20 damage? With 3 targets. 4 targets. I need 10 mana. I don't have 10 mana yet, but I know how to stall, and I know how to stall really, 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 really well. I'm going to go ahead and take an extra turn. Throw Kogla back into hand, and I do have a counter spell ready to kind of hit that back. Looking good. Hinata's going to swing in. Now I only need to deal 15 damage because I do have this extra turn in the middle here. Ooh, Deafening Clarion. In order to deal 15 damage with up to 3 potential targets, I could target Hinata. I need to have 8 mana. I have 7 mana. It was so close. So very, very close. So that's okay. I'm just going to chill. I'm going to chill with my wash away. Your opponent's got spells? It's not a problem. You're totally right. Speaking of not a problem, Verdant Mastery? Yeah. What are you going to do on just 2 lands? That was going to ramp them like crazy, let them replay some other big nasty stuff from their hand. That is Tangled Florahedron, which is not going to cut it. Okay, so I'm still a little short, though. I know, a little short. But with 7, I could deal 10 damage, and that's all I need. So we're going to hit 2 targets. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. 3, 4, open a door. Light Azusa on fire. Have an amazing time. And this is why I built this chart. You know what? I'm going to put this on the screen for just a second. Yes, I did literally make a Google sheet that is Hinata Crackle damage so I can shortcut the math in my head. It's a lot to think about. There's a lot of factors, and I'm not good at thinking on the fly while I'm recording. Looks like we're up against the Elk Gigantha, which could be 5-color anything. Just a guess, it's gonna be 5-color shrines. So let's find out. Okay, Gigantha, what you got on your gigantic mind? Go ahead and name blue on you, because we are mostly a red-blue deck with just an itty-bitty bit of white. Just enough to play Hinata. Paladin class. That could still be enchantments. This could still be 5-color enchantments. I guess I will play out a goblin. An electric goblin. I love my little electric goblins. Search for glory. They're gonna search for snow permanent, legendary, or saga. You know what that could mean? A shrine. Let's see what they get. Show me the shrine. Show me the shrine. Please? Whoa, I must have leveled up enough in my mastery pass. My koi was not red before. Neato. Okay, I'm going to shock this in, and I could hold up for, like, counterspell type stuff, but I'd rather have the midnight clock out. This can only hit creatures. My opponent is up to 4 mana in an assortment of colors. They're really touching on all the bases here. And they search for Azcanta. Well, I can't quite cast Magma Opus here, which is a darn shame, because I'd really, really like to. I just don't have 2-colored mana up after playing Hinata, but I can hold up for a bunch of other stuff. Instead, though, I'm going to go with Rowan or Will, copying spells, drawing cards, copying spells. Gotta copy spells. And I did not manually tap there, so I'm not actually holding up my Bone Ash mana. I'm not even sure if I need to, but that's fine. I wouldn't be able to anyway with the Paladin class out. I am holding up for Lightning Bolt, though. So, I've got lightning. Real lightning. My opponent is playing In Search of Greatness. Okay, so I'm getting that this is an enchantment deck, but is it a shrine deck?
Practice makes potent.
Guess I'll just play out Hinata anyway. Hold up for my commit. Just kidding. Right, not holding up for the commit because that's a Paladin class. I will eventually remember this. I will not remember this. However, my opponent really only has 1 turn to do something before I blast them. Okay, Extinction Event. That is doing something. Do I have to choose now? Do I want to ult Rowan? Yeah, I want to ult Rowan. But I'm greedy, so I'm going to wait a turn. They just used a board wipe up on me, so I'm going to play Kefnet out onto the battlefield. Yeah, I'm holding my Heliod's Intervention to destroy all of their things with Hinata, and I only want to pay 2 mana for this. I only want to pay 2 mana for this. If I'm paying more than 2, then I'm not using my commander right. Aw, they ate Rowan, because I didn't alter. I deserve that. Yeah, I'm gonna reveal this card, because I'm playing it anyway, and it's fun to reveal things. Jwari Disruption, not quite what I want. I do think I'll go for the reset here, though. Oh wait, I don't have double white! Well, I have double white if I use the, if I cycle through the Opus, but I don't think I care enough. Nope, definitely don't. Right now, like, we're just dealing combat damage. I'm still convinced that they're a shrine deck. Not a 5-color good stuff deck. If they were a 5-color good stuff deck, they wouldn't be running In Search of Greatness. It's Gigantha! Hey, that's a creature spell! I have just the thing. It's called Bone Ash. Reveal the Negate! I can't cast it. I just like revealing cards. I want to show them how cool my alt art is. Like, check it out. I got the Japanese alt art from the Mystic Archives. There's no reason for me to show it to you other than the fact that I like it. I'm well aware that I am a silly person who definitely plays this game correctly. All right, so since I don't have enough for Hinata and casting this, I will go ahead and get rid of these. Dear opponent, look at my card. It's really cool. Do you like my card? Made it myself. They're now reset to 5 mana. They've got a Binding the Old Gods. They can destroy Kefnet, so Kefnet does not kill them. My clock is about to go off, so it doesn't really matter where I put this. Oh, it did not let me shuffle. That's fine. Or it didn't let me tap it before it shuffled because I didn't put a stop. But that's okay. Oh, wow, choices. I'm gonna go with this choice. Chandra. Plus.
You and I are. Yup.
Wow.
You're going down.
Straight into garbage. Perfect. You have 1 life left against a burn deck. Okay, it doesn't look like much of a burn deck right now, but it is a burn deck. I have burn spells in here, I promise. Nice work. And more wins. Hot dog, it's a mirror match. Hinata versus Hinata. I'm ready for it. I'm using the alternate art, though, so mine's better. I paid, like, $5 Digi for this. Because I have a problem, and the problem is that I love Kirin. Kirin are one of my favorite, like, fantasy animals. They're very cool. I'm gonna play Sulphur Falls first, because it's gonna come in tapped no matter how I order these. Into Vantage, and search for Iskanta. Ooh, they're ramping. I really like Sublime Epiphany with my commander, so I'm gonna keep that on top. Go ahead and play out Temple of Enlightenment, see what's on top again. Bone to Ash. They can possibly play their commander next turn, so I'm going to dump that on the bottom. Honored Heirloom. They're just ramping some more. Okay, that's a lot of ramp. I respect that. I respect your dedication to ramp. Just as I hope you respect my dedication to wanting to play my Planeswalker on curve. So here's Hinata. Ta-da! Please don't kill her. Them, I think. Ooh, Teferi. Teferi can tuck Hinata back into my library. Or draw a card. This is suspect. I don't trust you, Mr. Teferi. I will attack you. Actually, I could use another land here. I can cast the things I need to cast, though. So, like, I'm going to attack Teferi here. They have 4 mana up. I'm going to call this Settle the Wreckage mana. Okay. They didn't do anything with it, though. Sus. Extremely sus. Fussin' and fussin'.
You know what?
Well, what else are you doing? Renegade 051085. You and all of your numbers. Double vision. They're tapping down to 2 here, which is enough for me to try this. Okay, so. Boop, 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 boop. I'm gonna boop the heirloom back into hand. Sure, I'll copy. Yeah, whatever. It just makes it cheaper. In case I have, like, a spell pierce. looking good. And I'm gonna keep the OG Hinata, not the fake Hinata. And Teferi untaps. I'm gonna throw that in the trash. I feel like I'm kind of getting to where I need to be here. And I'm going to try to lead with a Stomp. Try to kill the Teferi. Do you save Teferi, Hero of Dominaria? I'm actually hoping they counter this because it should tap them to the point where I can use Karn's Temporal Sundering and really screw with this game. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna attack in. I am immensely suspect of this opponent. I don't trust you, because I don't trust me, and I'm running this commander, and I shouldn't trust anybody running Hinata. This is a mean commander for bullies like me. What do you got, Hinata Dawn Crowned? Nothing? Alright, we're gonna go for Karn's Temporal Sundering. I target myself to take an extra turn, and I'm going to target your Cold Steel Heart to try and put it back into your hand. And they're going to concede. Aha! We are the better Kieran! Oh, stick fingers, eh? Well, I don't have a lot of graveyard hate, which could be kind of tricksy. But I'm gonna try my best against you, old stickly man. A swamp. An Inquisition of Kozilek. I have 2 counter spells that can hit either one. Eeny, meeny, miny, disallow. Yeah, that's pretty legit. Here comes the search for Azcanta. Yes, put things in my graveyard, why don't you? It's good for me. Double black, Arcane Signet, followed by nothing. Thriving Isle, I want fast mana, none of this slow garbage. Perfect! And now we're holding up Iron Eyes, so they can't easily land much of anything here. They know it, I know it. But they could make me burn a counterspell on something not that important, like Old Stick Fingers. By the way, Old Stick Fingers is on cast. I'm going to still Ionize this because I have a commit for next turn. This could be the combo version of Old Stick Fingers, but I doubt it. Nope, this is just a Reanimator version of Old Stick Fingers. Brawl? Sorry, Brawl. I know, you deserve better, sweetie. And now we're holding on to a commit. Assemble from parts, nice. So assemble from parts allows them to not really recast the card, but is it a bomb? Eternalize? I'm going to commit their Agonizing Remorse. You want to bring that back? I'll let you. Yeah, haunt a high tower, baby! Ooh, Galazeth Prismari. Don't mind if I do. Make myself a treasure. Be ready to discard this. The haunt grows ever larger. Oh, and they're kicking this so they can get 2 pieces of ramp. Something fun about Grove in the Ashes comes in untapped. Probably not relevant, but like it could be. I don't know. Here's Chandra. And I'm going to -5 on the Haunt of Hightower. Get rid of that, and swing in with Galazeth Prismari for 3. Boop. Since I'm empty-handed, I would love to be able to cast Memory next turn. I'm going to put whatever the card is in my graveyard. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Does not matter if it's land or not. That way with this transforms. Great, awesome. Here's a temple. Does not matter. Memory! Weep! That's fun. That's so fun. We're only going to get 1 emblem from Chandra on them, but there's nothing for them to reanimate because we shuffled their graveyard back into their library. And this is a slow but inevitable clock. Tick-tock, Sheldred. Hey, you know, I think I should have a Sheldred. You know, I think I should have a Sheldred and a Vorinclex. Yeah. Yeah, I should have a Sheldred and a Vorinclex. I deserve it. Thanks, Vorinclex. That was very, very annoying. I deserve this delicious Toblerone. I mean, Vorinclex. My guess is they are digging here for some sort of removal. These are odds and evens, so it's hard for them to hit. They can't hit it with, like, an extinction. Trying to think what could hit both of these. I have no creatures in my graveyard, so there's nothing to bring back here. Crux of Fate to destroy non-dragons. Okay. Eldest Reborn. And I think that... I think I'd rather have the Sheldred. We're going to want to discard the Niv Mizzet next turn, because we get to reanimate before they could steal it. I can't get Vorinclex back, because it's not my Vorinclex. It lives in their graveyard. They're going to get it back. There we go. There's Niv Mizzet. We draw a card, we deal a damage. Kapow, kaping, kablam. And farewell, opponent. Love to see it work. Well, through that disgusting stomp session with Hinata, I think we can successfully conclude that Hinata's a very strong commander, and that they're probably not matchmaking Hinata correctly yet, so it's a perfect time to play it if you want to be really mean to people with big, expensive spells. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Brawl Stars, and as always, if you'd like to watch me record it live, you can do so at twitch.tv/Amazonian, where I stream almost every single day. I hope you're enjoying the new set, because I'm looking forward to doing more brews using cards from Neon Dynasty, not necessarily as commanders, but throwing them into other decks, maybe building a Sithis deck using a lot of the new sagas. There's a ton of stuff that you can do, and this is one of the most fun sets to come out ever. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am, and I'll see you next time.